What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This is another video in the series of an RV Airstream Basecamp Tech Out. Now again, this works in any RVs, so definitely take these Tech Out ideas and apply them to your own use case. I happen to be using an Airstream Basecamp. Of all the RVs, I consider the Airstream the Apple of RVs. They are overpriced, yet hold their value, but they also are kind of a luxury RV, and I like the looks of them with the entire aluminum shell. And you know, if there's any RV to tech out, I think it's an Airstream. Okay, I'm just saying. I think an Airstream is a great, and with a Basecamp, you gotta love the title of it, and that's why we're doing the Basecamp Tech Out. So again, this works with any RVs, but we're gonna dive in. Here it is. This is from ASA Electronics. This is the Voyager digital wireless observation system, which is something that you probably never knew you needed until you have it. All right, so we're going to dive in. We're going to take a look at the what's in the box, its features. We're going to do the install, and we're going to do some tests and show you how it works and how it would work for you, because that's the whole thing. You want to see real life use cases. So let's go ahead. Expand your vision. A 4.3-inch monitor and a digital wireless camera. This is the WISight Technology, and if you're looking for a model number, there you go, WVOS43. Rear backup camera. Yeah, now, when you say rear backup camera, I already got one on my car. No, 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 no. This goes on the back of your RV. Yeah, right? You're blind from the back of your RV, right? The RV blocks your rear view camera, right? And even probably your windows, depending on the size of your RV. You have no vision of what's behind your RV unless you've got a built-in camera in your RV. You know, some do, especially some of the more modern ones. It's an option. But if you don't have it, then here you go. The perfect system for you. Let's take a look at its features. Oh, it's got more than that. Let's see. Digitally locks the camera to the monitor and blocks all outside signal. So you're not going to have signal jam, which is one of the things we were worried about doing this tech out. We didn't want to have all these different tech out things that are wireless and submitting signals to interfere with one another. So that was a plus. Digitally locks out monitor and blocks all outside signals. So it's also secure. This eliminates interference and noise typical of analog wireless systems and delivers a sharp, vivid picture of the vehicle's surroundings to the monitor. So, definitely cool. Again, ASA Electronics. Let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Take a look. Oh, look at that. Another unboxing experience. Don't you love it when you get boxes and boxes? It's like the gift that just regifted itself in your hands. Look at that. Oh, we got 2 boxes out of this. Oh, pure excitement here, guys. Pure excitement. This is like having 3 gifts in one. Needless to say, exciting. Alright, well, let's start with the smallest. I always open the smallest gift and work my way up to the biggest gift. Don't you do that at Christmas or birthdays? I always do. Sometimes the smallest ones turn out to be the biggest, most expensive ones, though, and then you're like, it kind of maybe blew it for the big one. But yeah, it is what it is. Digital wireless auto pairing, again, WISight Technology. And high performance CMOS sensor, infrared LED low light enhancement, waterproof, IP69K, wide view angle, integrated audio microphone. So if you're wondering if it has sound, yup. And that's all in different foreign languages, so we're going to skip that. There's its model number we already covered, so everything's pretty much covered on the box. There we go. The camera. Do you feel like you're watching somebody open a gift for Christmas or birthday? You should. I was trying to go for that. Alright, here we go. Definitely it's got the night vision. You can see the little sensors in there, infrareds. And then we got the hookup, and we've got an antenna, and we've got a little mounting. Looks like it would go on a tripod, kind of. It's got a little tripod mount. So let's go ahead and put the camera aside. System to wire. Get a little power in her. Got the mounts. There we go. Little bracket. Some instructions. Some screws. Oh, that's never good. You see wiring and screws, you're always like, ugh, I thought this said wireless. But, gotta have power, gotta have a way to mount it. You don't want it falling off. You're gonna have wind shear, all sorts of stuff while you're traveling. So, that is the camera. Oh, you're probably wondering, did I mention what the resolution was? I don't remember if I did or not. So let's see if this may not say the resolution, because this is the camera itself. It's got all the there's specs. External 520 TV line resolution. 520 TV lens. Okay. Sorry. I don't know what 520 TV lines are. Doesn't sound all that impressive, but you know, it's got a nice color monitor here, so let's hope it is. Let's go ahead and open that up. Let's see. Key features: easy installation, fits most applications. 4.3-inch monitor, suction cup mount, 12-volt DC plug. Camera connects for rear clearance, light or 12-volt circuit. No interference. Signal transmits through and around objects up to 60 feet away. Sharp, clear, uninterrupted picture. Expandable up to 4 cameras. That's kind of cool. So you can watch 4 different cameras on this guy. So if you wanted to completely set this up as a surveillance system when you're camping, you could easily do that. But I don't see a resolution. Let's see. Gotta have some specs in here, right? Gotta have some specs. Well, I'm just not seeing, you know, it does say that it's a nice monitor, but okay, well, maybe while we're installing it, I can bring more of that up and look at it. So, got the suction cup mount, pretty good size, a little dash mount, so you got some options. And then the monitor itself, kind of looks like a Garmin. There we go. There's your monitor. Again, kind of looks like a Garmin. So you can mount this to your windshield. Oh, that's a pretty darn good scratch right there. I think it's just a screen cover. There we go. See, beautiful. All right. So again, oh, that screen. Ooh, made it worse. So again, this would mount to your windshield or your back window or however you wanted to do it. So this would be your eyes and ears to 4 possible cameras around your RV. But for the main purpose here is this is to see behind you. As you can see in the picture right here, you're traveling, that's the car that's tailgating you. And you can reach out and flip them off. But other than that, we're going to install this and we'll cover some of that video. And then we're going to check it out and put it to a test, see what kind of quality we get, sound delays, and anything else we can think of that might be kind of cool to demo this with. Because that's what we're doing in this series, is we're checking out this tech equipment that you're going to put in your RV, and you're going to do it for a reason, right? This would be for not only your rear view, but for some surveillance around your RV at night when you're camping. You know, you hear a strange noise, get up. Look at your little screen, zoom in on which camera you think you see movement, see what it is. Could be a wild animal, could be a predator, could be some weird psychotic that's roaming the woods. You never know. Anyway, guys, stay tuned, install, demo, coming up. We'll be right back. Hi guys, welcome back. So this is where the Voyager cam has been installed in. This is where the instructions actually say to install it, is in the one of the running lights. So we pried out the rear running light, about the central one. Now it says to wire it into this, but what I did is actually just kept the cable intact back here. and the light intact, and ran the cable for this inside the Basecamp and down into a hot USB plug. So what that means is this is always on and not just active when I have running lights and basically hooked up to the tow package. So this makes this not only a backup camera but also a active surveillance camera, so because it is always on, like I said. So this is the entry point where we did on the Basecamp into one of these running lights like this. Just plug that out, put it in, we did seal it up, and the WeBoost antenna actually came in here too. If you're following the series, you do know that we installed the WeBoost up here, so this is both two birds, one stone, basically. Two cables going into the RV port right there, so we are good to go. This is active, has good antenna, and also sound, night vision, all that good stuff, ready to go for surveillance and backup. Perfect. So somebody can stand back here, verbally coach me in, or I could use this standalone and try to get backed up without hitting anything and lined up perfectly. So this is the installation place for the Voyager cam, and works perfect on a Basecamp. Alright, so if any of you were wondering exactly where I hooked the Voyager webcam or the backup cam up, is to this little hot USB port down here. This is in the back of the Airstream, right inside the door. Went behind the inner aluminum housing here, and then down through the hole that came out by the water pump and into this USB port that's always hot off DC power. So we're good to go, and we're always hot. And this is exactly what I wanted to show you. For those that don't have a Basecamp, then this is probably null and void. That's why I'm not spending a whole lot of time on it. For those that have it, that's where we went. If you have questions and comments, please leave them in the section below for comments. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, welcome back to the Voyager cam setup. Now this is the WISight Technology at work. I am in the tow rig, and we are looking at the camera. So this is the camera that's installed on the back of the Airstream, and as you can see here, it's got a pretty darn good view. I can definitely back up and see what I'm going to be hitting. It does actually have sound too, so if I turn the volume up, you can see that there's sound. So people could be like guiding you in or something, or talking to you, and you can hear them from back behind your camper. So again, this is not only good for an Airstream, but you know, the longer the camper you've got, the better this is going to come in handy, because obviously what you want to do is be able to see, you know, when you're backing up your camper, and most of them, they block your rear view back cam, you know, backup cams. So this here really adds a nice feature to any trailer, not just the Airstream that I've added it on. But and again, I rigged this to where it's always on. So right now, like, this isn't even hooked up to tow, so it's not hooked up to my 7-pin tow connection. This is always hot, so I can use it even when I'm in my camper as a surveillance camera, which is very, very cool. And all I did was wire it into, instead of the running light like the instructions say, the running light's only going to be hot when it's hooked up to a tow package. I hooked it up to a USB port. That is always hot, running DC power in the Airstream. So now I not only have a backup camera, but I have a surveillance camera as well. And so that is very, very cool. It is now acting as security. This is super easy to add. It did detect it. It saved it automatically. So now when I come in, it just loads up to this one. Now you can you know, go back and forth. So if I hit menu, it's got contrast, brightness, color, tint, mirror, auto power, dimmer, screensaver, scale, back to contrast. Now let's go ahead and select. Now you can see AV5, AV1. It set it up as NTSC AV1. All these others would be ones that you could have another camera hooked up to on that one. So definitely cool. And again, it saved it, so the connection is there and ready to go. So good WISight technology. You know, this isn't going to get blocked. It doesn't impede your signals for anything else, so you're not going to get any kind of interference with other things operating. Very, very cool. It does come with the suction cup mount. As you can see, I just put it in the windshield, and I am set to tow and ready to go. So anyway, guys, check the show notes for links for the ASA Electronics Voyager cam with WISight Technology. Definitely worthwhile. And if you're wondering, there's the camper right there. So this is the view you're getting right there. Yeah. So I'm not even, like I said, I'm not even hooked up to it. Anyway, guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the show, and always thanks for watching and have a good one.